This is David Nelson. You might know him as the guy who caught this national championship clinching jump pass from a certain Florida legend.
Touchdown! David Nelson caught the jump pass!
Or maybe you know him as the guy who thought of a very cool present to give his then girlfriend. Nowadays, David Nelson's body is in this quiet townhouse in Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, where he prepares every day for his job as a New York Jet. But David Nelson's heart is here in this 3-bedroom makeshift orphanage in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. The distance from Jersey to Haiti, though, isn't half as far as the distance David Nelson has put between his old self and his new one.
There was a huge emptiness in my heart because I was living out of selfishness. I was living out of vanity, money, fame. I wanted all the cars, I wanted all the clothes. It all changed when I went to Haiti.
In 2012, Nelson was volunteering there after the earthquake when he saw a malnourished boy trapped on some rebar. He freed him and then offered him food, sweets, games. The boy refused it all.
I said, well, what is it you want? And the kid looked up at me and in plain English put his hands in the air and said, hold me.
And so did you?
I did, and I wept, and I cried. And it was the most beautiful 5 minutes of my life. It opened my eyes to a different perspective, a new understanding that the greatest human need is love.
Nelson decided then and there to try to help the nearly 500,000 orphans in Haiti, the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. He and his brother Patrick started a foundation called I'm Me and rented a house in Port-au-Prince. Their lives changed forever one day this June.
We get a phone call from a local Haitian that tells us there's 5 kids on the verge of death.
When they got there, it wasn't 5, it was 9, from infants up to 8 years old. They were living in filth, an orphanage that existed entirely for milking donations out of American aid groups.
It just reeked of urine, it reeked of BO. You just saw kids that looked like they hadn't eaten in a few days. You saw kids that weren't really kids.
Kids were sleeping on concrete. They didn't even have pillows, didn't have mattresses.
The rugs had roaches all over it and flies were everywhere, and their bathroom was a little hole in the corner of the room.
Were they for sale?
Yes.
And did they let you walk out with the kids?
They absolutely didn't, and they kept actually calling our house and making threats.
What kind of threats?
Unless you give us the kids back, we're going to send people with guns to your house.
Luckily, no one ever did. Amazing, isn't it? With the help of a Haitian staff and some American volunteers, 2 single brothers are raising 9 kids whom they plan to adopt. They're safe, happy, and thriving, even if they haven't quite got the grip on American football yet.
I actually have tried to show them David playing. One of the kids said, I don't like that, and walked away.
And unlike some New York Jets we've known, David knows all their names.
Jemima, Taina, Georgina, Walencia, Witsa, Wilson, Dede, Bensley, Prosper. To be able to hold them and to tell them that I'm proud of them. To be able to hold them and tell them that I love them. And daily, every single day, every hour of every day. Because for the 8-year-old, he had gone 8 years with nobody telling him. And I was able to do that for 2 weeks, and then I had to get on the plane and I had to leave.
After those 2 brief weeks with his new kids, Nelson had to leave Haiti and get to Jets training camp. He aches for them every day.
Bonsoir, Dede. Au revoir. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Oh, man, it's hard. It's hard not being there. It's hard having to see it on a computer screen, and everything a part of me wants to be there with them and wants to hold them and tell them how special they are to me, and it's tough.
Not every NFL player gives the league a black eye. Some give it hope.
The resiliency that they have, I carry that with me when I'm in my day-to-day life. When I come over to Haiti and I'm thinking I'm changing their lives, and in actuality, they're changing my life.